Hey, this is Janice Masters, the Shaman Mama, broadcasting from my office, and you will hear in the background not one, not two, but three plumbers working on breaking through my walls to figure out where a hot water leak is. Bless their hearts. I appreciate them so much. So there will be background noise, and that's why I'm starting early as well. So I am the Shaman Mama. My website is janicemasters.com. I work with amazing women and the men who love them, people who want to experience even more success and joy than they already do, who want to overcome obsolete, unhelpful patterns from their past and recover from toxic relationships sometimes, and altogether up-level their lives, their work, their relationships. And so today I'm going to talk about something that is in the news and also is part of the work that I do. The first part that's in the news is the tension between North Korea and the U.S., and I'm not going to go into the politics of it. I have a lot to say about that, but this is not where I want to express that. What I do want to express is the stress that people are feeling about this, the fear that people are feeling about this. I was on a Zoom meeting with my VA this morning, and she was talking about a friend of hers who lives in the Philippines, which is, I think she said 1,500 miles from Guam. And it concerns her that if Guam is hit by North Korea, her friend could be endangered. People in Hawaii are urged to take precautions. People in San Francisco are urged to take precautions. So the point is, there's a lot of tension. As one of my plumbers was just saying a little while ago, people are losing their shit over this because they're scared, they're freaked out, they are afraid bad things are going to happen. They're afraid we've got two leaders of these two countries who, well, let's just say they're unskillful, to say the very least. So what I want to bring to this awareness of this international situation is a conversation about miracles and how to create miracles and how to bring our energies together to collectively create miracles. This is something that I teach. I have a Facebook group called Inviting Miracles, which you're welcome to check out at some point. I'll put the link in the comments later. And so before I begin that discussion, I want to tell you that when I started this Facebook Live challenge to do a live broadcast every day, I pulled a Gaia oracle card, and it was this one, the Enchanted Forest. And what basically the reading said was, get ready for new and exciting and innovative energies and people and situations to come into your life. And basically, and this is the words of the reading from this card, get ready for a magical mystery tour. And that is what we've been on for the last 10 days of all these Facebook Lives. We've covered some great topics, which you can find if you look in videos on my profile page and my business page. And they will all be on my YouTube channel as well. So, miracles. There's A Course in Miracles tells us that there is no order of difficulty when it comes to miracles. Abraham, the incredible spiritual teacher, says that it's as easy to create a castle as a button. Okay? All of the teachers of this material tell us to not involve ourselves with the how of it. We don't ask how Jesus turned water into wine. He was able to align with that. Okay, so it's a question of alignment. Miracles are things that are unexpected, out of the ordinary, and really welcome. Okay, we don't know how our friend's heart issue is going to get resolved. And when the doctors say they have no explanation for why she's healthy and her heart is strong, we call it a miracle, and we're happy for it. There is a wonderful book called The Isaiah Effect by Greg Braden, in which he talks about the Isaiah Effect and the Isaiah Prayer. And the Isaiah Prayer is to basically be in the energy of gratitude for your already answered prayer. Let me say that again, because this is a really important piece when we're talking about manifesting miracles. Be in the gratitude and the joy of your already answered prayer. So we talk a lot about already when I teach about miracles. Talk a lot about living in the already energy of. Talk about, in this instance, let's talk about our quantum selves who are in an experience where the tension between the U.S. and North Korea has been resolved peacefully, diplomatically, without violent incident, and she's enjoying peace. That's a quantum self, an iteration of me who exists in the field of infinite possibilities and with whom I can have a conversation, I can chat with, I can consult with, and most importantly, I can align with her. I can align with her and her reality. The other thing that the law of attraction teaches us is that the easiest way to be aligned with any miracle that you want, including a resolution of tension between two world countries, is to simply keep returning your thoughts to happiness and joy. There's a book called Happy for No Reason. That's what we're aiming for, okay? Abraham says there is nothing more important than that you feel good. Why is that true? Because that is what aligns us with the highest things that we are intending. And sometimes, right now, we know what we're intending around this U.S.-North Korea tension issue. But sometimes our desires are so deep that we're not even consciously aware of them, but our subconscious knows. And so when we remain in the energy of gratitude and happiness and joy, we're aligned. And when we're aligned, as Abraham says, and the other teachers say, it can't not happen. So I'll give you an example of one thing I did today to align my energies, okay? I have been swimming every day. Today I got in the pool very early. The sun was barely up, and I started my swim. And I decided to accompany my swim with the Hawaiian Ho'oponopono prayer, which, if you are familiar with it, goes like this. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. So I repeated that, and it was beautiful because it was very rhythmic. One stroke, please forgive me. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And so on, for half a mile. Okay, that was my throwing a pebble into the pond, into the world pond, aligning with a peaceful resolution of this U.S.-North Korea tense situation. Okay, I'm not looking at how the two leaders can come to rapprochement. I'm not looking at any of that. I'm just looking at the peaceful resolution of it, and I'm living in the already reality of it, because in the quantum world, it's already happened that way. There are many quantum realities. I'm picking the one I want, okay? That's how to align with a miracle. So if we all align our energies with what we want, which is just generally peaceful resolution, we don't have to worry ourselves with how. And if we do whatever those things are that keep our vibration high and light and happy and grateful, whether it's music, whether it's exercise, whether it's creative arts, whether it's being in nature, whatever it is that keeps your vibe high and light and happy, that's what I'm asking you to do, because we are in need of a miracle right now. And it's easier to create a miracle collectively sometimes, especially in this regard. I have a Facebook friend, I honestly don't remember who it was, but she posted yesterday that what she was doing was that she was imagining a dial that indicated the level of tension between the U.S. and Korea. And she was envisioning in her mind, checking where that dial was on the marks around it, and then very gently, very slowly, but very intentionally turning it down, turning the tension down, turning the dial down. And that really spoke to me, because for decades now, I learned decades ago that I have an internal, let's call it a master panel, all kinds of dials and levers and buttons whatever it is about me and my body and my life and my emotions, I can go in and I can find a dial, a lever, a button to begin to regulate it. And I said, that really speaks to me, because I know how to turn dials down on tension. And at the same time, I reach for my angel presence dial and I turn that all the way up. So whatever creative means you have for envisioning the miracle and for mitigating and affecting the energies, please, please, please bring all of that to bear with goodwill, with love, with compassion. We have so much shadow being reflected right now in the world, on the world stage. And the reflections of shadow are always, always, always an invitation for us to embrace our own shadow. And in doing that, we begin to dispel the resistant energy that causes the problems. The problems between human beings arise from resistance, resistance, resistance. So if I'm not resisting shadow, if I'm acknowledging, how am I like that? How do I rattle my saber once in a while? How do I create tension in a relationship? That's another way to soften the energy. But the main thing is, I'm inviting you, I'm asking you, I'm actually begging you, because this is an important thing that we can begin to show the world, that the tipping point of consciousness is not something we're waiting for. We're living it right now. We're stepping into higher consciousness. We're stepping into miracle consciousness. We're stepping into collective miracle consciousness. So you will be watching this later, because I had to do it earlier than anticipated. But please let me know in the comments what you think. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. I appreciate if you're going to watch later. Again, this is Janice Masters, the Shaman Mama, from janicemasters.com. And if you're interested in contacting me about doing some work together around miracles, around relationship recovery, around up-leveling your life and your joy and your happiness, you can find me at janicemasters.com/contact, CONTACT. So I'll see you around. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully at noon tomorrow. And thanks so much. Bye-bye.